Welcome to W&L Sports Weekly. I'm Jeremy Franklin. This week we'll speak with men's lacrosse senior Wyatt Devine and Tessa Hill from the women's tennis team. But first, a quick look back at the weekend in Washington in athletics. 4 teams won Old Dominion Athletic Conference titles in a 24-hour span. On Saturday, women's lacrosse downed Randolph-Macon 16-3 in the ODAC final in Lexington. Then on Sunday, women's tennis swept the Yellow Jackets 5-0. Men's tennis beat Virginia Wesleyan 5-2, and men's lacrosse defeated Lynchburg 10-7 as W&L upped its conference title haul to 11 for the 2015-16 school year. All 4 teams receive an automatic bid to their respective Division III tournaments, which start this week. Men's golf is also competing in the NCAA Championship in Rochester, New York, while sophomore Lisa Freed earned an individual bid to the women's tournament in Houston. For the latest results and schedule updates on all of our spring teams, please visit generalsports.com. I'm joined now by Wyatt Devine, senior lacrosse goalkeeper from Norfolk. Wyatt, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Jeremy.
The win over Lynchburg clinched W&L's first ODAC championship since 2009. What does it mean to you and your fellow seniors to finish up your career with a conference title season?
It's been really special this year, and to cap it off with a conference championship is all I can ask for, really. It's been one of our goals all 4 years, and to finally get it my senior year, going out, leaving a legacy is really something I couldn't ask for more.
This seems to be a very tight-knit team from the seniors down through the underclassmen. How has the Generals' chemistry impacted your success this year?
So along with the ODAC championship, we were setting 2 team goals at the beginning of the year. One was championship, obviously, and then the second was having great team chemistry. And it's really paid dividends throughout the season. And if you look at our scoring sheets, there's really no player who scores more than 2 goals a game. And having that kind of spread out offense is really tough for teams to deal with. And then off the field, being so close, we know we have each other's backs throughout the entire game and elsewhere.
W&L leads the ODAC and ranks in the top 20 nationally in goals against average. Against Lynchburg, you held a pair of All-American to a combined 2 points on the offensive end. How pleased have you been with the team's defense, especially over the last few weeks?
I've been really happy with how we've been able to play on the defensive end, and I can't really give enough credit to our defensive coordinator, Coach Koch. Especially over the last few weeks, he's had us extremely prepared for the competition that we play. And with the ODAC championship format having 2 games in 2 days, it's really tough to turn around that quickly, and especially to prepare against an offense as powerful as Lynchburg's. He deserves all the credit in the world for getting us ready.
W&L's last NCAA tournament bid came during your first-year season in 2013. You beat Sewanee and then fell in a close game to Salisbury. What can you take from that experience, that appearance, as you prepare to face the Tigers again?
Well, we're certainly going into it a little more comfortable than we would had we not played our freshman year, but it's a little different because most of us who are contributing now didn't really see the field or played very little our freshman year. But as we've been saying earlier, we already accomplished our goal of the ODAC title, so we're kind of playing with house money now, and it really takes a lot of the pressure off because we didn't set these lofty goals of maybe a national championship. So now we're kind of just trying to have fun with it and seeing as far as we can go and trying to ride the train as long as it takes us.
Wyatt, thanks so much for joining us. Best of luck in the NCAAs.
Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate it.
Here with me in the studio is Tessa Hill, first-year women's tennis player from Canton, Ohio. Tessa, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You've been playing number 2 singles for most of your first season of collegiate tennis. How have you adjusted to that level of competition?
I think adjusting to this competition has been a lot different than playing in juniors because in juniors sometimes I would be able to kind of wait for maybe my opponent to give up or not like stay focused at the whole match. But since here I've had to adjust my focus a lot and really stay present for the entire match because the competition here just won't give up. They're not going to go away.
You also pair up with Brooke Donnelly on the Generals' top doubles team. What have you learned from the experience of playing alongside an All-American?
I think the biggest thing that I've learned from playing with Brooke is how to execute my game when it matters. Brooke's done amazing at that. Even if maybe she didn't have a great day at practice the day before, the next day she shows up, she's present, she's focused, and she just plays her game, plays fearlessly. And I think playing alongside her has helped a lot for me to learn how to do the same. And I've been learning how to really just execute when it matters during a match.
You're part of a group of 5 rookies that's already had a big impact on the W&L program. What are your expectations for you and your fellow first years over the next 3 seasons?
I think that my expectations are mostly that we're going to have be able to make an impact in some bigger matches. We've had a lot of adversity this season so far. We've had a couple big losses at 5-4 where one of us freshmen is the deciding match. We've had late nights where we're playing until midnight or a bunch of 3-set matches, and it was a bit of a shock coming in, but I think as the years go on, we're going to really be a strong team at being able to cope with this adversity and really being able to capitalize on these opportunities.
W&L will host the opening rounds of the NCAA tournament this weekend. What are the team's goals for the Division III playoffs?
We actually had a meeting yesterday talking about our goals. Probably a big one is just to really compete well. This is what we've been practicing all year for, competing all year for, so I think that we're just looking to stay focused on the present match and just executing our games, like really showing that we belong out there. We're a very young team. Most of us have never been in a type of situation like this, so our goals are mostly just to kind of show that we belong and that we're going to continue to have an impact in Division III tennis.
Tessa, thanks for joining us. Best of luck in the NCAA tournament.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
That wraps up our final program for the 2015-16 school year. Our thanks go out to Brian Lobsher, Chip Whipple, and Reba Miller in the Sports Information Office, as well as our top-notch production crew of Lori Lipscomb and Michael Todd. Have a great summer, and we'll see you in September. For W&L Sports Weekly, I'm Jeremy Franklin. Thanks for watching.